All right, it says live. I am just going to text the commissioner and let them know, and we will begin. So hi everybody, it's Shay. It is Tuesday, which is an unusual day for a live stream, but hey, why not? We can do the thing whenever we want. I am working on the beginning of a new commission today for Jesse, and this will be a map for his upcoming book. Hi Joe, how are you? So yeah, looking forward to getting started with this. I have the notes that Jesse sent up for what we're going to be working with, and I'm pretty excited about all of this. So yeah, we're working at 11 by 17 for this map. And oh, you're not interrupting. It's all good. All good in the hood. I'm just gonna trace some stuff and get to it. So the goal for this live stream for me is to get most of the pencils worked out based on what we got. So yeah, we can work on this. Dennis, hey, how are you? So the template map that I have is divided roughly into thirds. And we've got a major scar coming about halfway down. So let's start loose blocking this in. Jesse's map is going to be the map for the beginning of a novel that a gentleman named Jesse is having published for Christmas. So I have been asked to do the map for it, which I'm really excited about. Feel very thrilled that someone is trusting me to be part of the creative process for their baby. This will be the second map that I've done for novels. The first one I think is going to be published, though. The other two are still being written. So excited about that. So yeah, this should be good. Hey, Steph, how's it going? Um, I will get credit, yeah. My name will be in the front of the book, letting people know that I was the one who drew the map. Um, Plus, I get to put it on like my social media and stuff as this is the thing I've done, so it'll be part of my portfolio. Um, this will be like I said, the first one, which I'm excited about. Like, I started out map making for role playing games because that was just kind of where I was at the time. But I think like my style of maps and really the process that I enjoy the most um, is drawing for books. So I really enjoy the idea of being able to help people bring it all together for them and have it kind of work out so that what they envision becomes a thing. So we've got some giant foresty goodness going on here. One or two of the first ones, what, Dennis? Books? Jesse has offered to send me a copy of this one once it's all published, which I'm very excited about. But I also have zero issues with buying my own copy because, I mean, hey, we all want to support our authors, right? So I am excited about that. All right, we got more mountains coming down here. More mountains coming down here. I need to know if this is a road or what. And what scale are we working at here? Okay, got some mountains in here. Yeah, you do never know, right? That's kind of cool. I want there to be success because who doesn't want there to be success? That's the thing. Hmm. I do not know what scale we are working at, but we can see a bridge. So let's start with the bridge and see where we go from there. So, Dennis, what you working on? What is new and exciting in your world? No, I said Dennis. I wouldn't call you Donna. I had an aunt Donna. We didn't get on very well, so I don't have a lot of fondness for the name. Oh, that husband of mine keeps me in coffee. He's such a good man. I mean, he's a good man for a variety of reasons, but the coffee does not hurt. Ah, I was just wondering what you were up to. What are you working on? Nice. Nomadic tribes sound like fun. Oh, I like that. That sounds really interesting. Hello, Laura. How are you, my darling? They end one bloodline during a new year. Interesting. How many bloodlines are there if it's a nomadic society? That's fun. You lurk away, darling, whatever you need to do. It is all good. Last day off. Day offs are good. Days off are good. I cannot word today. Sorry. No words. Just fail. Ouch. Will that solve all of the car problems? Awesome. I'm glad it was solvable and not any more than that. Oh, you guys, I got a new pen. Folks, friends. Patrick, hello, love. How are you? I'll show you my new pen. It is a Pilot Metro. It is a fountain pen. It's very pretty. Come on, camera. Camera doesn't want to focus, but that's okay. I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be great. It's got a really, really fine tip, so I'm hoping that I can start using it instead of the microns, because I think that would be super cool. There's a Jesse! Yay! I'm super happy you love it already. I'm super glad you're here because I have a couple of questions for you if you don't mind giving me a hand with some deciphering here. So, what is this? Is this just a gap in the clearing, or is this another road? Patrick, I'm super grateful that you're feeling good. That's awesome. I was thinking about you this weekend while I was traveling. End of the forest, start of the mountains. Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to blend my forest into here, into the mountains. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to erase these lines and just kind of fan that out. Okay, perfect. Next question for you is the waterfall in the scar. Is it in the scar, like in here? Or is it coming off of the side of the scar like that? In the river in the scar. Okay, perfect. So this is what we want. Is it one big fall? Is it a bunch of little falls? What kind of shape does it take? The river flows across the whole bottom, on the bottom here. Okay. So let's remove this line. Doesn't really matter. Okay. So we have the waterfall in here. Okay. So we got that. Do you have a rough sense of scale? It can be one big fall or several. A character jumps into it, but I don't really describe it beyond tall. Okay. Character jumps into it. That could be very fun. Do you have a specific number of cabins that you want in these clearings? Are they like dense towns? Are they like small trappers setups? I did one clearing over here. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 small logging camps. So yeah, 17 works for that, I think. More cabins over here, trapper style. Okay. So we'll put in a few more over here. Is this roughly the kind of the size? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 16, 17 in settlement number 2. Did you miss a cue? No, I don't think so. So I've got 12 houses in the first settlement, the small clearing, and 17 in the large clearing. We can add or reduce as per your preference. I have a trail. I have the plains. Oh, sorry, my phone is giving me notifications. I will turn that off. There we go. Okay. So, Jesse, how did the scale of these mountains look to you? Like, is that roughly kind of the size you were thinking of for proportions? It can go really steep at the beginning. Okay, I will ramp that up then. Make them a little more jagged. Okay. So the road kind of peters out then, hey, near this rocky ledge. This large clearing that's here. Okay. Road just kind of ends. Rocky ledge. How are we going to draw you? I'm going to put you on the side of a mountain. And draw you like this. Okay, we have a rocky ledge, we have a stone bridge, we have a small lake, we have a waterfall. We have cabins. The steep cliff face. I love working like this. Like, I am so grateful that you are online today because it just makes the process so much faster. On the other side of the bridge, the road is old and unmaintained, and then it ends in that clearing. Okay, perfect. So the road on this side is newer. Do you know what it's made out of? Is it made of stone, or is it like concrete or anything like that? The road on this side is older, not maintained. The clearing is an old mine, so there is a tunnel in that rocky ledge. Okay, perfect. Let's put a tunnel in here then. we will make a mine entrance. Bring this down. Well trodden, but not like stone. Okay, perfect. So that'll let me know what kind of texture we want to be dealing with then. Fantastic. All right. So then we will bring this down here. Make this here. Forest up along this. And then this is a small pond. So let's make that a little bit smaller. Is the pond surrounded by trees, Jesse? It's wild and overgrown on the east side of the bridge. Okay, perfect. Is this pond like surrounded by trees? Is it kind of in the open? Give me a little bit of knowledge about this pond here. It's swamp. Okay. It's just in the clearing, but on the edge of the tree line. All right, so how are we going to draw that? We are going to change up the style of tree a bit. Well, we can make it work. It's just a matter of differentiating it from the rest of the forest, that's all. All right, and then we have a small lake and whatever kind of creeks and other stuff I want to throw in here, we can throw in here. Cliffs are not as strong up there. Steep and tall cliffs on the scar. So all right, the lake is mentioned. Does the lake attach to a road or a foot track of any kind? Or is it just hanging out, doing its thing? It's visible from the road, but not in any specific distance. Okay. So visible from the road. Let's move it up a little bit. Let's give it a fun shape. Because I like fun shaped lakes. All right, visible from the road. Success. Okay, so typically where I go from here, Jesse, if the pencils are sufficient for you, I go straight into inking at this point and start working out all of the fine details of what's going on with the ink. So if that is a comfortable thing for you, then I will jump in and start doing that. The inking is what takes the majority of the time, because often when we get to the trees, we're drawing lines that are 1 millimeter to 2 millimeters long and doing it thousands and thousands of times. The lake can have a stream that leads down to the river if you want. Okay, perfect. Let's do that. Let's do that. That's a great detail. Awesome. I like it. Okay, cool. Cool. So let's get some mountains going. Where do we want to start with these bad boys? The wide looks right? Okay, perfect. I am very open to critique, so throw it at me if you need it to get changed, because the ink we can't really take back without starting over. So feel free to lay it on me if you have anything you want changed. How high and steep the wide is right from the start. Okay. We can work with that. Thank you for making gross noises while I'm live streaming.
Sorry, I think I got a stone coming out.
Okay, well, I'll deal with that. I'm closing my door. If I can get my door to close. What is this stuck on? There we go. Victory. Camp 1, the little one? Oh yeah, I see what you mean now. You are absolutely right. About there? A little bit more? A little bit more. About that? Michael, hey, how are you? Okay. Okay, cool. We will go with Camp 1 there then. I am working with Jesse on the map for Jesse's book right now, so this is fun. I love this kind of like easy give and take back and forth while I'm working on things. It just is one of the best ways to work for me. So I love it super much. 1, 2, we said 12 houses for this camp, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. For all of you Americans, you probably don't know what that means. All of us Canadians probably do. Hey, Michael, look at my new pen. It's beauteous. I am a fan. You know what it means too, Dennis? That's exciting. You've heard it too, Patrick? That's good. That means the Canadian Sesame Street influence is getting out there. How to get to Sesame Street. Old Sesame Street. Yeah, you are not wrong. Old school is the only school. Was it the 70s? Really? I could be wrong. I thought it was a product of the 80s. But then again, I'm a product of the 80s, so I may have some inherent biases there. I do not actually know how long Sesame Street has run for. Did not think we'd be discussing Sesame Street trivia on the stream today. Just gotta say. It's always a new and interesting thing with you guys. Telephone Rock, yes. My favorite for telephones from Sesame Street, though, has to be the aliens, the Yip Yips. Yip, 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 yip. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Ba-ring. Since November of 69. No way. Huh. Today I learned. Yip, 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 yip. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. No, Jesse, I think that's all my questions for now. So feel free to pop back later if you want. If I am not still live, the stream will be archived. So if you want to check on the progress, you can. It is 3. I probably won't stream for more than another hour today, but I will be streaming on this map every day this week, because I wanna get it done for you. So, I will be here doing the thing. No, I do not remember the shady guy who was always trying to sell Ernie stuff. I feel like this is a stranger danger situation. You're very welcome, Jesse. Thank you for coming on and helping. It was really convenient to be able to work this way with the chat. Makes life much simpler. The letter N. Invisible ice cream cones. N for no? I will definitely text if there's anything else, Jesse, for sure. Thank you. Trying to sell Ernie stuff for a nickel. Uh, I think they did such an amazing job of like trying to educate children in more than just like your letters and numbers kind of ways, right? It's a lot of social responsibility to take on child education. Like, there's a reason I don't have kids, and that's because I just don't want to have that level of responsibility for another being. It terrifies me. Yeah. Yeah, I love monsters. I think like the idea of being able to deal with that for diversity while not racial coding is pretty incredible. Yep. Very smart way of doing it. Denise, hi. You're the designer who's gonna be laying out the book. Oh, I'm super excited to meet you. Hi. I'm Shay. Jesse found me through Instagram. Um, and yeah, super cool to actually meet somebody who lays out books. Can you tell me more about what that process looks like for you? And tell me if there's anything I can be doing that would make your job easier, because that's also important. We got so many mountains going on in here, folks. This is going to get busy. So many mountains. Have to do some heavier black line in here to get this all to tidy up a little bit, I think. My pen can handle it. Yeah, it's true. Thank you, Dennis. It's my favorite way to do mountains. I do like this pen, you guys. Friends, this is a good pen. Oh, awesome. Have a great time, Michael. The dog is inconsolable. Okay, well, I hope you have a great time, and hopefully you can pop in and see us again later this week as I continue the progress on this map. Nice. That's excited, Denise. Oh boy, no pressure. I'll try to make it worth looking at, I promise. And see, I feel that way about Jesse's writing because I'm using that to start to draw the inspiration for the compass rose. And yeah, So that'll be good. Chow mein, delicious. Have some for me. Oh, I know I can do it, Laura. It's just a matter of being patient with it. Not always the most patient of people when it comes to things. I try though. Now you're hungry for chow mein? Because I could go for some. We should do that sometime on the chat, you guys. We should all order the same food and pretend we're having lunch together. Or some other meal. Pho. Pho is delicious. Bubble tea. I haven't had bubble tea in forever. No bubble tea place here. Really? That is not something I would have assumed of Texas. I don't know why. I think I have a great number of stereotypes about Texas. Alberta often is called the Texas of Canada. I don't think that's meant in an encouraging way. We all know Southeast Asian food is spectacular. Okay, that's acceptable. I have started using my SodaStream again because I got tired of paying for fizzy water again. And got some peach flavored drops to go with it. And it's a good life choice. I'm a fan. Oh, might need to re-ink my pen here. Yeah, the next time I come down, for sure, we will do something delicious. Because there is a deficit of ethnic food here, that's for sure. Yep, out of ink. So he was not kidding that I'm going to have to re-ink this pen a lot. Hello, the Gary. How are you, darling? No, Laura's in the southern half of our province. So I'm really liking this pen so far. I am. Lurk away, darling, whatever you need to do. The counter says there's 7 of us on the chat right now. That's like a very high number for me. Thanks, friends. There's a backup phone to chat on. Awesome. Well, I'm happy that you're here. Thank you for joining me. That sounds like a pretty good day, Gary. Eight of us. Cool. Doggy reflex is no good. Boiled chicken and rice. That sounds fabulous, Denise. Amazon insect, hey? Fun. I love it when we're working on stuff together. Like frequently Laura will be listening to us live stream from work and we'll be working away on stuff and Michael and Dennis will sometimes be drawing and so will Patrick and it's just really nice to like rock out together and do an art jam. That was kind of my intention behind starting to live stream was just to create like a digital studio space where I could hang out with people while I worked because I'm so much more motivated to work when I've got people I can hang out with. And also just it keeps me honest, right? If there's people that I'm going to meet, then I'm less likely to blow it off and be like, "Oh yeah, I could go like do my dishes or do laundry or whatever." And it's like, "No, I need to work." Sometimes working from home is just an incredible challenge. I love what I do, but that doesn't mean that I'm necessarily great at sitting down and doing it when there's other things that need doing. So, having an appointment with all of my friends to work is my solution for that, and I love it. Things are also just a little bit, like, up in the air right now because my husband goes back to Latvia for a bunch of weeks, leaving on the 27th, so in a couple days. So we're just kind of in that pre-deployment flurry of getting all of his kit together and making sure everything's clean and packed and all of that jazz. So there's a lot of also just wanting to spend time with him too before he's gone for another 8 weeks. So doing that. It is such a pain, as well you know, Mr. Dennis. But it's the job. It's why we do the things. Yeah, it is a lot to prep for, not gonna lie. He was just gone for a year, so he came back in June. So this is a little bit quick turnaround for him to be leaving again, but at least he's only gone until the beginning of October. So that's not so bad. But yeah, if he forgets anything, then he's in the field in Adagi without whatever it is that he needs. So it's not like he's even really going to have a chance to like get into Riga to do shopping or whatever because they're keeping the battle group sequestered this time around, which is smart with the COVID and stuff. Honestly, the year was not that hard for us. Um, I think had he been in a different location where I couldn't have spoken to him most days and stuff like that, it would have been much harder. But because we had very reliable internet, it wasn't that difficult. Dave and I are very independent people. Even when we are together, we do a great deal of things separately and maintain our personalities and our independence and stuff pretty well. So it was, like sometimes a little bit lonely. I had about 6 days in the year where I was just like, this sucks. um, but I have it on good authority from many other people that 6 days is a really low number to feel that way. So I feel very fortunate that it was a very positive experience for the most part. So not too many complaints. Oh, Saxon, it's okay. Just a second, guys. I gotta open my door. Hi, baby. You coming in? I know, I'm working. Hi. Yes, I see you. Yeah, you don't like it when my door is closed. I know. 15 more minutes, okay? You can go under the desk. Go ahead. Don't stand like that, you fool. Yeah, that happens, Dennis, for sure. I have friends that have been together for 10 and 12 years and they've spent about 50% of the time apart. It just depends on what tours come up and if IR is required and all of that stuff. I'm feeling really fortunate that that hasn't been more of a thing for Dave and I. Although if it becomes more of a thing for us, that's not going to be a deal breaker, I don't think. Honeymoon phase always. We didn't have that experience, but Dave and I never really had a honeymoon phase to start with. Um, he's a very practical person, shall we say. And I think it's always been a very practical kind of thing. Um, but yeah, it's nice to be reunited, that's for sure. Keeps it very level, yeah, for sure. Level is a very good word for us. I have a very low threshold for drama. So it's nice that things are very, very stable. I'm probably going to sign off in about 10 minutes, Laura, but feel free to catch the last 10 when you get back if you want to. I will be streaming, I don't know if you heard me or not, pretty much every day this week. So if you are around, I will also be around. I'm like laying in the camera. Sorry, friends. Okay. Well, I look forward to talking to you again tomorrow. Bye, love. I hope so, Patrick. La Lura. That's kind of a fun name. This is the same ink pen. It's a fountain pen. It is a Pilot Metro. I just picked it up this weekend while I was away. It is the extra fine nib, and I'm loving it so far. It is about the equivalent of the 01 micron, and it's refillable, which is super exciting because I've been trying really hard to find myself a good refillable pen so that I can stop throwing out so many pen bodies all of the time. But the microns, they are just so beautiful. And they make such lovely lines. Lost me for a moment. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. Did you hear about the pen? Or did the explanation get cut? Okay. Good, good. I do not know who that is, Patrick. Oh my goodness, darlings, there's going to be a lot of tiny trees on this map. So many tiny trees. Oh, okay. Canadian pop bras. I should hope for hair that's that wonderful, really. All right, my hearts, we've hit the 2 hours mark. I need a bit of a break. I am going to sign off for today. I will be back on tomorrow. I think I'm planning for a marathon tomorrow, which will mean I'll need to like take breaks to like refill my water cup and stuff. But I'm looking at probably trying to work for 5 or 6 hours tomorrow if my hand will hold up for it. And yeah, so if at any point you want to come hang out with me during that epic stream, I encourage you to do so. I'm going to kick off probably usual time, so 9:30 morning, general GMT -6, Mountain Daylight Savings. No, we're not at savings yet. Savings soon, though. Oh, I'm not ready for the fall. Mountain Daylight Time. But yeah, I'll post to Facebook as I usually do to let you know that I'm getting started. And otherwise, it will be all the good. Hey, there's an Andrea. Hello, darling. But yeah, it will be a day of more mountains and many, many tiny trees, and we will go from there. And that will be my plan. Canadian, not Canadian. Yes, that is fair. All right, so we will reconvene tomorrow for those of you who care to join me then. Have a great night, and thanks for hanging out with me today. This was really awesome. Thank you for coming, Denise. This was great. And like I said, you're welcome to join us again later if you want to. Enjoy your Amazon bugs, because that sounds really fun. All right, signing off. Love y'all. Bye.